What's up, Ox? What's up, buddy? Welcome, everybody. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, and TikTok. So everything is up right now as we are getting ready to get into the race session. Let's see it. It is up. Ox, thank you for the like. Appreciate you, buddy. As always, make sure you guys get those likes, shares, and follows out there. It's prep time for the Big Dog 100 at Kokomo. Race number 3, I believe it is, of the Crown Jewel Series. Take a look at those points while we got a minute. It's going to be Bobby on the in that number 1 position. 27 points is going to be Brad Allman. Got Norwood in that number 3 position. Colton Snyder, Jaden are your top 4. You can see the rest of the top 10 there. Scott Helms, he's out there with the like. Dobbs with the like. 3D Racing with the like. Scott Helms is out there junking people for free. I mean, all right, we are getting into the racing here tonight. Let's go ahead and make sure we got sound over on TikTok. Hello, over on TikTok. I see the hello. Tater, what's up, Tater? I don't know why it's showing my thing way up there. Always got to rearrange this as these guys are out on the track putting down those hot laps. Let's go ahead and talk about Clint. Thank you for liking this share, appreciate it. Let's go ahead and talk about the sponsors for Dirt Series. It's going to be 3D Racing, All Out Graphics, House of Speed, Buck Kicker, Finish First Designs, and Warrior Wraps. Thank you guys for supporting the series as we are going to get ready for 100 laps here at Kokomo. What's up, Clint? What's up, buddy? Alright, I can't do that anymore. Alright, we are getting ready here tonight. Let's see who we got on the track currently. It looks like we got 16 people out there. Norwood currently at the top of the charts as we close in on qualifying here tonight. Go ahead and put that best time down. So we're going to need that for qualifying anyway. As these guys are wrecking it.
Going over your
turn number 1 and 2. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me know in the chat. If you're coming over on TikTok, we are back after a 1-week ban. Got back up late on Thursday night. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, I got to go ahead and fix that, by the way. Let's go. There we go. Appreciate you, Tater. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys tap that screen over on TikTok. Get those likes out there so people find us. The more taps you get, the more people find us. Jason, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the like. Nice of you to swing by. Jason D. Oliveira out there with the like for the stream. Currently, Norwood and Wesley are the top times. And I'll tell you what, I was talking to Josh earlier before this race. Josh Smith has been quick. What's up, Dustin? What's up, Dustin? Hello. But Josh Smith has been getting quicker and quicker every week. We got Josh Smith has been getting quicker. Currently 3rd on the chart. Brown in that number 21. He's out there 4th quickest. Scott Dobbs is 5th quickest. How do I record? Oh, like on we'll talk about it later, LaFon. You gotta let me know later. Doug Dobbs, thank you for the like. Tyler, thank you for the share. Appreciate it. And the like, appreciate you, buddy. Let's keep those tires under you for 100 laps here tonight. Like to see you out in the front. Tyler's been quick every single week. Got to keep those tires under him, though. 100 laps, a long time here tonight. Getting some people up in the stream. We're about to do 100 laps here at Kokomo as practice is just about to wind down. Let's see, we got 8 minutes of practice, about 1 minute left. Ooh. Well, when you save the replay, you can, it saves with the audio, LaFon, when you cut it. All right, let's see if we're closing in here on qualifying. Closing in on qualifying with just a few seconds left here in practice, about 20 seconds. You guys ready for some racing here tonight? Let me know in the chat. When in doubt, gas up 100%. So brakes are going to be funny here with this track tacky in turn number 1 and 2. I watched the practice race. If you get on the brakes in turn number 1 and 2, Ty, thank you for the follow over on TikTok. Appreciate you. But if you get on the brakes in 1 and 2, this thing will barrel roll. We might see that in the heat races here tonight, as we are getting ready for qualifying. Let's see who's going to be first out on the track. It is a 3-minute qualifying, 2 lap. Looks like points leader Bobby out on the track already in that number 77. See kind of race he can do. So Bobby out on the track. Let's see if he's going to set the bar here for qualifying early on. He has definitely set the bar in the series as a whole. As Bobby comes across the line, he's going to set a 12.221, but that does not stand as Wesley goes to the top of the charts with a quick time of a 12.217. Nicholas King out there currently on the track. Norwood has not pulled out yet. Let's see where Nick King in that number 43 can put himself here tonight as he lifts that left front up. And turn number 1 and 2, he's going to come out of turn number 4. Where can Nick King put that thing? Clifford Driscoll, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the like. Been a minute. As Nick King's going to put it 5th quickest with a 12.315. Norwood now out on the track in that number 4 machine here at Kokomo. Where is he going to put that house of speed? Number 4 here tonight as he gets into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to send it in hard through turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. He might have over-rotated a bit there. We're going to find out as he comes out of turn number 4. He's going to come across 5th quickest with a 12.279. I'll tell you what, these guys are pretty close here tonight. Osborne out on the track in that 00 here tonight. Red, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. Make sure you guys get those likes and shares out there. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. The more likes we get, the more people are showing the stream. As John's going to be 14th quickest here tonight, and Justin Brown in the penalty box here tonight. Justin in the penalty box is what I named him over on Discord. Use Gary G. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. As it looks like that is pretty much going to be it for qualifying, as they got about, we're going to go ahead and cut down the music as they have just a few seconds left here in the qualifying session. John getting whatever he can in here so far. Let's see how much time we got left in this session. I think it's got to be ending right about now. It is, as that is going to be the end of qualifying with Wesley with the quick time of a 12.217 here tonight. All right, so they do invert the top 5 in the heat race. So Wesley's going to be starting in that number 5 position. He's got a little bit of work to do here tonight. And remember, Gotta be careful with those brakes into turn number 1 and 2 with this tacky track. We might see somebody barrel roll, as it's going to be Colton Snyder starting on the pole here in heat race number 1. Tyler's going to start in that number 2 spot. Norwood in 3rd. Brad Allman in that number 4 position. Wesley in 5th. Tyler Autry in 6th. It's going to be Brad Dyer in that number 7 position and Joey Reeder in 8th. So, gotta get ready for the heat race here tonight. 10 laps for heat race number 1 as we close in down on the track. Colton Snyder's got to be happy about where he's starting here tonight. Peyton, thank you for the like, appreciate it. Go Norwood, says Clint. All right, we're going to be looking for the green flag this time by as the pace truck pulls in. It's going to be Colton Snyder setting them into turn number 3 and 4. This start will be on green. As they come out of turn number 4, when's that green flag going to fly? There it is as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Colton's going to have the edge into turn number 1 and 2 as we got one turned around. Wesley, our quick time here tonight, ends up on his lid in turn number 1. He's going to be able to take that caution. Oh, him and Brad kind of neck-coated together. That one was definitely on Wesley as the caution flag comes out. So Wesley's going to go ahead and get the tow. They're going to give him that courtesy lap since it was on lap number 1 of the heat race. They're going to let him get back out on the track and try and do this. This is iRacing Parker, iRacing. If you guys don't know, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. As we got a new follow from Tyler. Thank you for the follow over on TikTok. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Once again, this series, if you get flipped on lap number 1 of the heat race, they will give you a courtesy 5 laps and take the tow and get back out on the track. They also do it in the feature on any lap that you roll to get flipped. So it is a nice courtesy for some of these guys who might get caught up with a little bit of net code or whatnot. Landon, thank you for the follow over on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys tap that screen. Let's get those likes in here. More likes we get, the more people find the stream. How's everybody doing here tonight? Let me know. Let me know. As it looks like Wesley has made it back out on the track. So we're going to be able to get ready to go green flag racing once again here tonight. Heat race number 1. Let's see if we can get a lap in here. This is a league, Andrews. So if you go to Dirt Series Promotions on Facebook, you can go check them out. They also have a website. Let's see if I can go pull up the website for you real quick. Oh, I can't find the website right now, but Dirt Series Promotions, as the green flag is out as they come out of turn number 2. Going to be side by side for the lead as Norwood digs down low. Side by side out of turn number 4. Who's going to lead this one? I couldn't tell if it was Colton or Justin. Still side by side for that number 1 spot as Norwood digs down low in that number 4. Who's going to get it at the line? Norwood's going to slide up with the lead. Andrew, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. As Norwood continues to lead. Colton Snyder, Tyler, and Joey Reeder are your top 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Norwood continues to lead it, but here comes Tyler in that number 95 machine. Digging down low. I think it's the 95. Yep, it is the 95. Digging low on Colton. Looking for that number 2 spot. Side by side, here comes the 011, a Reeder. He wants a piece of the action for second. As Tyler's going to fall back to 3rd. He might lose that to Reeder as they come across the line. Through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Reeder trying to keep that number 3 position. As he's going to slide up, not quite all the way as Tyler closes the door into turn number 1 and 2. Reeder still with that number 3 position as they come down the back straightaway. Reeder's going to get that 3 spot. He's going to be able to slide out of 4. He has it secure as Brad Allman's going to stick his nose in there. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Who is going to get that number 3 spot now as Brad Allman digs down low. Tyler going backwards. Wesley in the 81. He's trying to sneak back up to the field as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be checkered flag in the air. Norwood, Colton, Reeder. Tyler gets 4th, Brad Allman 5th, Wesley, Brad, and Autry in that number 8 position. So, 10 laps there in heat race number 1. Let's get ready for heat race number 2. It is 2 heats here. Everybody going to make it as we go ahead and pull up tonight's starting grid for heat race number 2. Starting on the pole here tonight, it is going to be Scott Dobbs, Nicholas King in that number 2 position, followed by Josh Smith in 3rd. Jaden's going to start in that number 4 position. Bobby in 5th. Cody is going to start in 6th. Got John Osborne in that number 7 position, and Justin, the penalty box Brown, starting in 8th here tonight. All right, so Scott Dobbs starting out front. Probably the perfect place for him to get killed here tonight. Let's get a good image of that number 29 machine on the pole. I'm sure he'll want to look at that later. So the 29 going to be starting us on row number 1 as we're going to look for the green flag pretty quickly here as everybody is gridded up. Oh, Jaden missed the start. Jaden missed the start in heat race number 2. Looks like he's going to be going to the back of tonight's feature. Scott Dobbs looking confused. He's going to go back to that 2nd row. Just Nick King just rolling out there just a little bit as we're going to look for the green flag, I think, next time by. Let me go ahead and get that timing tower. As we are going to look for the green flag this time by. Remember, the start is on green here tonight as they head to turn number 3 and 4. Dobbs getting ready to get on that. Oh, sorry, 1 and 2. Wow, I am backwards here. Dobbs on the inside in that number 29, looking for the green flag this time by as they come out of turn number 4. When's that flag gonna wave? Green flag is out as they head into 1 and 2. Dobbs gonna roll that bottom of the 29. King's gonna get a good run out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, side by side for the lead. Dobbs gonna dig back. King gonna get the run out of turn number 4. He leads lap number 1. 1 lap in the book as they roll through turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide for 3rd. Smith stuck in the middle. It's gonna be Bobby digging down low in that number 77. Who's gonna get that number 3 spot? It looks like Cody Connor gonna dig on the outside. He's gonna grab the wall. Bobby gonna get a run down low. That's gonna leave Smith and Bobby side by side as Connor tries to dig back in on the outside. Smith able to roll up to the top as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Bobby's gonna slide into 3rd. Dobbs rolling in that number 2 position comfortably for now. Nicholas King out front leading the way as they're side by side for 3rd. Bobby holding strong on the bottom as Smith's gonna dig hard out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Smith on the outside. A lot of improvement out of him this season as he almost gets the wall down the front straightaway. He's going to get the wall in 1 and 2. That's going to cost him a bit as Bobby's going to try to secure that number 3 position. Smith's going to dive it into turn number 3 and 4. Drag race to the line. Bobby at his line as they're side by side into turn number 1 and 2. I think Smith might have found something he likes in turn number 1 and 2. Could he take that number 3 spot as they come out of turn 4 at the line? Not sure who it was as they got 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Smith going to lose a little ground out of 2, but gain it back into turn number 3 and 4. Bobby going to slide up the track, closes the door on Smith, moves it, and it's all contact into turn number 1 and 2. Dobbs gets killed. No caution. There it is. There's that caution flag. It shouldn't be. Hold on. Let me make this a little bit bigger, too. Obviously, guys, it is a little bit better over on the Facebook side. I can see it does, because it's not all black on mine, but they are darker. It is shaded on this track. Over on the Facebook and YouTube side, I got a little bit bigger screen. It's just harder to interact with this on TikTok with the sideways screen. It seems like people always tend to disappear a little bit. There, you can see a little color there. I'll try and get a little bit closer, but let's go take a look and see what happened to Dobbs there. As they're single file pacing for now, Dobbs gets killed as usual. Boom! Bobby just gets into him, turns him around. That brings out the caution flag. You can see a little more color there, I'm assuming. It's really just a tough track for cameras here. As the green flag is back out, Nicholas King leads it out of turn number 2 down the back straight. White flag is out. 1 lap to go as Nicholas King's going to lead it. Justin Brown second. Josh third. Cody in fourth. As they come out of turn number 4, it is going to be Nicholas King with the win. And he raced number 2. Justin Brown second. John third. Cody, Smith, Dobbs, Bobby, and Jaden rounding out the field. All right, we got a little bit of a warm-up here. Brakes, what's up, Ham? What's up, Ham? I just seen it, sorry. I was trying to fix the TikTok stream. So we're going to run 2 minutes here in the warm-up. They're going to work in this track a little bit. Remember, 100 laps here tonight, 100 laps. Get a little bit closer look at some of these cars. How's everybody doing? How are they doing? How you guys doing here tonight? Remember, if you want a little bit bigger screen, if you go check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, it does give a little bit more space than the TikTok video does. So it's a little bit easier to see. If you guys want to check that out, more than welcome to. Or hang out over on TikTok. I'm good with that. Anthony, thank you for the share over on Facebook. Appreciate you, bud. Jaden, thank you for the like. Just seen that. Let's go, Norwood Massey Jr. Scott Helms in here wrecking somebody. Norwood out there currently quick time in the warm-up as they got about, I think about 40 seconds left. Wow, that was crazy. As Tyler comes out on the track. Ooh. They almost died. Well, Tyler did kind of die, but working here in the warm-up, about 15 seconds left of the warm-up. Let me go ahead and mute that over there. How many people we got over on Kick? I've been so bad about not keeping an eye on the chat there. We don't have anybody over on Kick. That's sad. As Norwood currently still the quick time. Wesley second quick. He's got some work to do here tonight in that number 81 as he ended up on a split in heat race number 1. Colt Snyder and Brad Allman getting turned around. We got a follow over on TikTok. Braxton, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate the follow over on TikTok. All right, so I guess they're going to run it a little bit longer. Thought we were running 2 minutes, but oh, Wesley almost killed Brad there. Coming back out on the track. So we got a little bit more time. That is going to be the end of warm-up. We're going to get ready for tonight's feature as Cody goes around in that number 3. All right, guys. How are you guys ready for tonight? Let's go ahead and get ready for tonight's starting lineup. Hold on, I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there.
Front row, let this bike start roll out. There we go, going 4 wide. Let him roll out. Kind of just hold
All right, so tonight, starting lineup, starting on the pole here tonight, it is going to be Justin Brown.
1, 3, 5, and 7.
Thomas, thank you for the share. Cole Snyder going to be starting in that number 2 position. Nicholas King in 3rd. Starting in that number 4 spot on the outside of row number 2 is going to be fan favorite Justin Norwood. In that number 5 position, we're going to have Joey Reeder. Starting on the outside of him in 6th, it's going to be John Osborne. In that number 7 spot out of Pennsylvania, in the number 95, it's going to be Tyler Huger. Am I saying that right? On the outside of him in 8th, it's going to be Cody Connor. We got Brad Allman starting in at 9th in that number 9. And Josh Smith in the number 83 starting in 10th. Wesley Coultley is going to start in 11th. Scott Dobbs in 12th.
4, 6, and 8, fill the gap.
Then rounding out the field, it's going to be Brad Dyer 13th, Bobby in 14th, Tyler Autry in 15th, and Jaden in that 16th position. Everybody is gridded up as they're going to do a 4-wide salute here tonight. Let's go take a good look at this one as they roll through turn number 1 and 2. 4 wide for the Crown Jewel Series in the UMP Modifieds at Kokomo. I just think of what track we were at. They were struggling a little bit in that front row. There they go. They got it fixed up as they head through turn number 3. They're going to take off here, I think, in just a minute. Get it back down to 2x2. Who's your picks for tonight's feature? As we get ready for 100 laps here at Kokomo. It's gonna be a good one. UMP Modifieds here tonight. I do not. The only place I've announced in real life is Kokomo Speedway, just north of Syracuse, New York. All right, guys, they're going to get them stacked up. Looks like the pace lights are out. We are going green flag racing this time by as they head into 1 and 2. Who's your pick? Let me know in the chat. Who do you think's going to win this one? Is it going to be somebody from the front row like Colton or Justin Brown? Or do you think Bobby, our points leader, can come back from 14th and race his way for a victory here tonight as they come out of turn number 4? I guess it wasn't one to go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready for some racing as they come out of turn number 2. Pace car is in this time. Let's hear it for your favorite as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that green flag. Green flag is out as they head towards turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side for that number 1 spot. Justin Brown going to come out ahead as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Colton back on the high side out of turn number 4. He's going to lead lap number 1. Power move out of turn number 4 for Colton Snyder as he rolls in that number 1 spot. Justin Brown back to 3rd as Nicholas King rolls in that number 3 position on the high side in that number 43. Top 3 single files. They try to make it 3 wide for 3rd. Not quite as Norwood's going to back down as they come down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Joey Reeder, 100 laps tonight. These guys have to think about tires. But Reeder's thinking about the front as he digs in, almost into the back of King. Here comes King down low into turn number 3 and 4. King's going to dig down low in that number 43 as they head down the front straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Trying to get up to the front. He has been hard on those tires. Can he save here tonight as they head through turn number 3 and 4? I guess being out front and pulling away isn't a bad thing if this race decides to stay green flag as they head down the back straightaway side by side for that number 2 spot. It's going to be Justin Brown up high, Nicholas King down low, still side by side. Well, I'm pulling up the TikTok in case somebody says something. I can see what's going on. As Brown's going to lead it, or it's going to lead that number 2 spot out of turn number 4 down into 1 and 2. King's going to fall back to that number 3 spot. Here comes Reeder up high in that 0-1-1. Out of turn at number 4, down the front straightaway. Justin Brown still in that number 2 position. Here comes Nicholas King down low into turn number 3 and 4. Trying to get this figured out. It's situated up at the number 2 spot. 9 laps in the books as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Snyder still trying to lead the field as Brown and Nicholas King fight it out for that number 2 position. Brown's got that top side working, but Nicholas King gonna roll the bottom. We've seen in the practice race, tire wear was a huge factor here at Kokomo. You can be real hard on your tires and it will wear them out. 100 laps here tonight is gonna be interesting to see what happens as Nicholas King has the edge on that number 2 position as they come out of turn number 4. Give Nicholas King that number 2 spot as he sets his sights on our leader, Colton Snyder, 1.8 seconds ahead as Justin Brown has fallen back to 3rd. Smith and Reeder battling out for that number 4 position. Guys to watch out for still rolling around at the back. Norwood has dropped back 8 positions trying to save tires in that number 4 machine. Bobby hasn't really pushed it forward yet either in that number 77. He's currently in 13th as Scott Dobbs back here trying to play it safe as they roll into turn number 1 and 2. Back up to the front. Snyder continues to lead as Nicholas King and Brown continue to battle for that number 2 spot as Brown tries to get the momentum on the outside. Down the back straightaway, drag race for that number 2 spot as they head into 3 and 4. King starting to move back forward once again as they come down the front straightaway. King keeping second that time by as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Side by side into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Brown looking for that spot once again. Can't quite get there as they head into 1 and 2. Smith and Reeder side by side just behind him as I move it out a little bit to see that side by side racing all the way through the field as Colton Snyder continues to set the pace out front. 2.2 seconds out in front of King. King going to keep that number 2 spot as Brown sets back in 3rd. He's going to send it through 3 and 4. Can't get there. He's going to hang out in 3rd for a while as we watch the battle for that number 4 position. Reeder and Smith continue to go back and forth for that number 4 spot as they come out of turn number 4. 20 laps out of 100 into this one. 1/5 of the way through here tonight. No caution so far. Leading green as Wesley tries to move his way up as Brad Dyer, the biggest mover right now, is currently up to that number 6 position, up 7 spots. But here comes Wesley trying to take a spot away from him as they battle side by side for that number 6 spot out of turn number 4. Colton continues to lead the field. Where is Jaden? Jaden's just kind of hanging back, so it's Brad, Scott Dobbs, Justin Norwood, Brad. These guys definitely trying to conserve some tires here tonight as Tyler Autry has moved his way up to that number 9 position, trying to save some tire. Ed has gotten him each and every week. He's led a lot of laps. He's just got to keep those tires under him. Yeah, this is iRacing, which is PC only, Brandon. 100%. Yes, sir. Colton Snyder leads the way. Nicholas King in 2nd. Justin Brown in 3rd. Joey and Wesley now battling for that number 4 position as Wesley has made his way around Smith. So Wesley on the move in that number 81. I gotta wonder how much tire is he using in that number 81. Is he using that up? I guess we're gonna have to find out. A lot of laps still left here tonight as Wesley continues to roll the bottom. They were almost 3 wide for 3rd. Reeder turning up the wick just a bit, almost up underneath Brown as they keep it clean and green. Wesley continues to roll the bottom as Smith almost gets into him into turn number 3 and 4. Wesley's got to watch out for that powdered donut down on the bottom side as he almost got it as Brown's going to dig back on the outside. Wesley now has that number 4 spot as they work through turn number 3 and 4. Wesley going to dig down into turn number 1 and 2 and that number 81. He's got that thing rolling as they head into turn number 3 and 4, still side by side for 3rd. Brown's going to get that number 3 spot back as Wesley is falling backwards. Here comes Josh Smith, he's digging down low, 3 wide, out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4, still 3 wide, Wesley in the middle, Smith down low, Brown up high as they head into 1 and 2. Here comes Reeder, he wants a piece of that action in that 0-1-1. Can't quite get there as they come down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Smith now has that bottom side roll, and he's moved his way back up into that number 4 spot. He's going to set his sights on Brown as Brown rolls the high side out of turn number 2. Colt Snyder up front, no lap traffic yet as they continue to keep it green as we are 33 laps into this one. Smith starting to move forward as Brown's going to hit the wall in 1 and 2. Let's go check out our points leader. He is still back here in that number 10 position in the 77 as he works his way around the outside, trying to get around the 00 John. Now the 3 of Cody Connor through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Norwood still laying back in that number 4 machine. He knows it's a long race here tonight. You just want to stay on the lead lap, bound to be a caution flag here. Tires are definitely going to wear as Snyder continues to lead the way. Nicholas King in that number 2 position, followed by Justin Brown in 4. Brown's going to grab the wall just there in 1 and 2. Josh Smith in that number 4 position, but he's got Wesley down low into turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact as they come out of turn 4, drag race down the front straightaway. Smith has it that time by. Wesley rolling the bottom. He's going to take that number 4 spot as they come out of turn number 2, as Smith has to get back in line. Smith's got to back out of it, not to get into the back of the 81 of Wesley as they head into turn number 1 and 2, still single file. Smith gas his nose under there, can't get on the gas out of turn number 2. He's going to fall back instead. Oh, he sends it in, gets into the side of Wesley. Both of them keep it straight as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Still single file. Good battle for 4th here as they come out of turn number 2. Scott Dawes, thank you for the like. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. As Snyder continues to lead the field. Does he have any lap traffic coming? Let's see where he is in relation to the back of the field. Brad Allman is now fallen back to that number 16 position, but he's still got plenty of room between him and the leader. And lots of time remaining as there are 41 laps into this one. 100 laps here tonight as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Colt going to continue to lead the field as we watch the battle right here between Wesley and Brown for that number 3 position. Was going to dive down low into turn number 3 and 4, looking for 3rd as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Brown that time by. Brown has been pretty good about just consistently rolling that top side. Doesn't seem to be really pushing it as they roll through turn number 3 and 4. Wesley down low, definitely digging a little bit more in that number 81 as they head through 1 and 2. Good hit in 1 and 2 for him on the bottom side as they come out of turn number 4 down into 1 and 2. Billy, thank you for the like. We might have issues. Do we have a caution? No caution. Flag, it stays green. Good save by Brad Dreyer. Should that have been a caution? Let's go take a look and see. Oh, man, Dobbs got him good, but Brad with the save. What a save by Brad there as they keep it green. A lot of people probably would have loved a caution. But that's going to bring Colton Snyder up to the back of the pack. Lap traffic now going to become a thing. So lap traffic just ahead of our leader. How's that going to affect him here tonight? As they head down into turn number 1 and 2. Snyder going to drive down the back straightaway, trying to close in on those lap cars. As they head through turn number 3 and 4. Nicholas King in that number 3 spot. Wesley 4th. Justin Brown. Sorry, Wesley 3rd. Justin Brown 4th. As they come out of turn number 2. So racing pretty quiet right now as it looks like Norwood now starting to get on that loud pedal as we hit the halfway point. 50 laps in the books. 50 laps in the books here today as we kept it lean and green for 50 laps. Yeah, BJ, how you doing, buddy? Snyder now putting the number 56 of Brad a lap down. Brad trying to hold on, knowing it's a long race here tonight. He could get a caution flag, but he's got to hope not to eat up those tires, trying to stay ahead of the leader. Definitely a bunch of slick into 1 and 2 as Cole's going to slide Brad. Brad going to cut back underneath him. This is the battle for survival right here for that number 56. He's trying to stay on the lead lap. He does back it into Nick King. Nick King and Brad make a little contact as Brad is still trying to hold on. Into turn number 3 and 4, Nicholas King gonna slide around the outside, trying to close in on that number 24 Snyder. Brown and Wesley still duking it out. It's lap traffic gonna play a role in this battle here as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Wesley down low, Brown in the middle, lap car up high at Brett Dyer as they head into turn number 1 and 2. They're gonna clear the lap cars that come out of 2 down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4, still battling for that number 3 position. Cutting that grass. It's dark here. It would have been real dark if we had just gotten done cutting the grass here. As Snyder continues to lead the way, as Brad Allman has now picked up the pace. He goes around John as he pulls away from the leader. So this tells you about that tire wear here. As we got contact somewhere, but no caution flag. No caution flag as Norwood and Tyler start to pick up the pace. Let's take a look at these lap times. Who are the fastest cars on the track? Scott Dobbs, Justin Norwood. Scott Dobbs was actually the fastest car that last lap. So these guys definitely picking up the pace quite a bit, running 2 3/10 a lap faster than the leader as Colton continues to lead. As Wesley tries to gain on that number 2 spot. Lap traffic playing a role here as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Norwood down low. He's going to dig up underneath Tyler as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Tyler going to thread the needle. He's going to stick it up to the high side. Norwood down low as they battle for 7. Here comes the other Tyler ER. In that number 95 as they battle it out back here. Still trying to get it figured out. Dobbs just behind as they head through turn number 1 and 2. So Dobbs still on all 4 as of now. As I just realized Josh Smith had fallen all the way back to 11th. Back up to the front of the pack as it continues to be Colton Snyder as the 00 of John Osborne is going to roll down to the bottom, let Colton Snyder around as Nicholas King and Wesley battle it out for that number 2 position. Through turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, Wesley trying to dig in, looking for that number 2 spot. He has to move up to the top side. Oh, we got a caution. Oh, Tyler Autry, he's caught up. Let's see what happened here. Got 2 sideways. Oh, and it looked like Tyler and Tyler get together there, and the caution flag comes out. So 64 laps before the first caution. What a run for these guys as they ran it lean and green for so many laps here tonight. Let's take a look at the lineup. I'll tell you what, I bet Colton did not want to see that one. He was hoping it was going to go green the whole way. I promise you that one. He is currently in that number 1 spot. Nicholas King in 2nd in that number 43. Wesley in 4th. Bobby in 5th. Going to be Cody in that number... Oh, sorry. Bobby's up to 4th. I didn't even notice him coming up through. Bobby, our points leader. All right, so no caution flags counting here tonight as there's definitely an issue with the timing. They're going to try and get it figured out. Tyler had to stop on the track and let the field around to correct it as they head through 1 and 2. Let's see if they get 1 to go this time by. So good racing so far here tonight. Been a quick one. I mean, we are 64 laps into this one, and it's only been 16 minutes. So these guys definitely taking care of each other. Now is when it's going to be crazy because we're going to have fresher tires. We're going to have older tires. Some of these guys up front, they wore out those tires. Let's see how big of a difference it's going to be. Isaac, thank you for the like. looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out as Colton gets on the gas. Wesley gonna dig down low. He's looking for the lead out of turn number 2. Wesley gonna get hard on the gas. He's trying to keep that second spot as Nicholas King rolls the top side. Here comes Bobby in that number 77. He's our points leader. He's moved his way up to the front as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Brad Allman, we know he's been saving in that number 9. He's rolling the bottom as he tries to make some ground as they come out of turn number 4. Battle to watch here. Wesley falling back as the 95 is up hard into the wall. Norwood trying to find his way through. Definitely chaos back here in the back of the field as everybody tries to find somewhere to go into turn number 1 and 2. 68 laps in the books as Colton continues to lead. Nicholas King, Bobby, Justin Brown, Wesley are your top 5. Oh, the 95 way sideways out of 4. He's going to keep it straight. 3 wide back here as we got 3 or 4 different lanes as they come out of turn number 2 down into turn number 3. Almost a little bit of contact there into 3 and 4. Oh, big shuffle. Here comes Wesley. He's going to dive it through 1 and 2. Slide job by Wesley as Bobby's going to take that number 3 spot. Caution flag comes out as Jaden has an issue. Let's go take a look and see. Big stack up. All right, big stack up here. Let's see if, Dobbs and Connor get together and then just accordion effect leading to Jaden there as the caution flag comes out for the second time here tonight. 70 laps in the books here tonight. 70 laps. 70 laps. 30. It's going to be 29 laps to go when they take the green flag. Single file. They're going to do a Delaware restart. I don't know if you guys have not been here. Delaware restart. You get the leader out front on his own road. Second place gets to pick whether they want the top or bottom, and they will fall in 2 by 2 from there on back. Going to look for the green flag this time by as Colton Snyder leads them through turn number 1 and 2. When's he going to fire off? Down the back straightaway. Colton Snyder going to lead the field in that number 24. Watch the 77 of Bobby. He's our points leader. He has been fast. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Nicholas King going to get on the gas on the outside, side by side for second. 3 wide out of turn number 2. Wesley's got to back out of it. Down into turn number 3 and 4. We got one up into the wall further back. I think that was Smith. As Brad Allman trying to dig that bottom. Contact. Save it, Brown. He does out of turn number 2. Oh, no. King gets turned around off the nose of Bobby. Caution flag comes out for the 3rd time. Caution. Breeding cautions. Let's see if we can get a good look at that one, figure out what happened there. We're going to go back and, I think, jump back a lap. Yeah, Bobby just gets into the back of him, turns King around. That brings out the caution here for the 3rd time tonight. 72 laps in the books. All right, guys, 64 laps before we got the first caution. Now we've had a series of 3. Tire wear definitely a big factor here, as these guys are all on different strategies. Colt Snyder has been pretty wide open this race. You gotta wonder if he's still got anything left. Bobby's got to go to the back of the field after taking the EOL for the contact. Nicholas King is back here with him. Definitely unfortunate for our points leader that it could have a devastating effect in the points battle with him at the back of the pack. All right, we're going to stack them up once again, 2 by 2 as they come out of turn number 4. So Colton Snyder he's definitely appreciating these late cautions and definitely has to be happy about the EOL for Bobby, because Bobby had some fast tires left on that thing. Solomon, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the like. as they head for turn number 3 and 4. Guys, just a reminder, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick. If you guys want to watch at any of those formats, it's all at MDiTV. Now, go check them out. Make sure you like each one of those. Make sure you follow the platforms, as we're going to get ready for the green flag this time by. Into turn number 3 and 4. When is Colton going to fire them off? It's going to be 27 laps to go. Nope, not this time. They threw it. They held it back that time. We're going to go green this time by as they head down the back straightaway. So caution was delayed last time as they were having a little bit of trouble back in the pack as we look for the green flag out of turn number 4. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Colton going to get a nice jump as Justin and Wesley battle it out. Here comes Cody Connor down low in that number 3. Wesley going to, oh, big contact. Big contact. Brown's going to get, oh, how did they not all just die as Norwood sneaks his way up into this? It is elbows up. Get out of my way. Back here from second on back. Cody Connor going to come out ahead as he was rolled the bottom in that number 3. In that number 2 spot currently as Snyder continues to lead in that number 24. Here comes Brad Allman in the number 9. Norwood going to dig the high side. He's looking for second as they come out of turn number 3. Can he get it? This time by move Norwood up to second in that number 4. So Norwood starting to come forward as they come down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Could Snyder be in trouble here tonight? As it looks like Brad Allman's going to dig up to that number 3 spot. Cody Connor back to 3rd. Wesley in that number 81. He's going to bang the wall there. That's going to cost him a lot as they come out of turn number 2. Bobby already making his way up to the field, currently up to 7th. Let's talk about Scott Dobbs. Hopefully I don't jinx him, but he has kept it out all 4, kept it straight so far this race, as he is up in that number 7 position. Snyder leads the way. Here comes Norwood looking for the lead as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Norwood starting to put the pressure on that number 24 as they come down the back straightaway. Norwood digging in. He's going to slide up to, oh, he gets into the back of Snyder. Snyder keeps it straight as they come into turn number 4. Brad Allman is closing in on this battle as they had a little bit of contact there as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Are we going to get a 3-car battle for the races? Snyder's going to dig out of turn number 4. 81 laps in the books, 19 laps to go. Jameson, thank you for the follow over on TikTok. As Brad Allman going to dive it in on the bottom side. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Snyder leads the way. Norwood trying to find a way up underneath as they come out of turn number 4. 82 laps in the books. Here comes Norwood down low through turn number 1 and 2. Can't get it to drive out of turn number 2 as they come down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. You can see him. Lap traffic up ahead too as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Single file now. Cody Connor now up in the battle. So is Wesley. We got a 5-car battle for the lead as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Snyder going to be way sideways out of turn number 4 as they come across the line. And it's going to be 84 laps in the books. Here comes Norwood trying to dig out of turn number 2. Snyder trying to hold on for his life as they head through turn number 3 and 4. 15 laps to go at the line. Who has it at the line? Snyder at the line. But Norwood's going to slide through 1 and 2. Slide job by Norwood. Crossover by Snyder. Out of turn number 2. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Caution flag comes out. I think this caution might be, yep. This caution's on the lap car trying to get onto pit road, I believe. And the caution flag comes out here for the 4th time tonight. 85 laps in the books. Colton Snyder continues to lead. Norwood second. Norwood just getting up to that lead. And the caution flag comes out. Devastating for him. But he knows he's got a hot rod here tonight in that number 4. What a race by these guys here tonight. They are starting to turn up the wind. We saw beating and banging for that number 2 spot on that last restart. Are we going to see more of that elbows up racing here on this restart once again? They do. Whew. Who am I? I'm James. That's who I am. Honor. Alright, so we're gonna get ready for some green flag action. Let's see if they get them stacked up now. Looks like Norwood, I think, is gonna want that top side. Oh! Must have been John that died. Alright, it is a single file restart. Single file restart. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. Alright, we are going green flag this time by as they called it on race control. Gonna look for the green flag out of turn number 4. Snyder has held on. Be 14 laps to go when they hit the green flag. Out of turn number 4, green flag is out. Snyder running like he's never run before down into turn number 1 and 2. He's got Norwood on his heels as they come out of 2 down the back straightaway. Norwood trying to close in on that number 24. Snyder's going to try and roll the bottom. Big mistake here. Norwood digs it outside. He's going to lead up the line that time by. Slade, thank you for the follow and the like. Appreciate it. As we got contact for second as Brad Allman gets in the back of Snyder. Snyder's tires definitely playing a factor there as Norwood leads the way. Brad Allman second. Wesley third. Cody Connor fourth. Colton trying to slide up the 5th. He's going to get into Dobbs. Oh, they're trying to wreck in the back. They got one flying around. Jaden as he gets into the wall. No caution flag. No caution flag as they keep it green as they come down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Caution, caution, caution. Caution as they were coming to 10 laps to go. And I am doing good. I'm doing good, Slade. Appreciate you coming out. Appreciate the follow for sure. As we got a caution flag. Let's figure out. Oh! Yeah, Jaden definitely, oh, more contact. Jaden just not having the night here. Having some internet connection issues as the caution flag came out. And we're going to be looking to go back. Green flag. When we take the green flag, it'll be 10 laps to go. Oh, we got another follow. Tyler, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. As we are going to get looking for that green flag, hopefully pretty quick as these guys try to get it figured out. Chick Kid, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Let's see if we can go figure out what happened to the 00. Because apparently he was the last caution, maybe? I don't know. Alright, Bobby up underneath him. What happened to the 00? Oh, he just got caught up there. Okay. So we are going green flag. We're gonna go green flag this time by as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Norwood out front, Brad Allman second, Wesley third. As the pace car is then looking for the green flag out of turn number 4. Norwood going to lead him through turn number 3 and 4. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4, heading for turn number 1 and 2. Going to be single file for the leaders. Does Brad have anything for that number 4? Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Going to be 9 laps to go for fan favorite Justin Norwood as they head into 1 and 2. Brad Allman comfortably in that number 2 spot as Wesley's got pressure from Cody as they head down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Brad trying to find something different. He's going to dig low on Norwood. Can't get there as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Brad Allman going to fall back in line as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Drag race into turn number 3 and 4. They're going to keep it single file out of turn number 4. 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go. Norwood in the lead. Brad Allman all over the back of him. Brad was saving a ton in that first 65 lap stint. Is it going to pay off as they come out of turn number 4? Brad Allman down low looking for the lead as they head into 1 and 2. Norwood going to dig on the outside. 6 laps to go. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Norwood out front. Out of turn number 4. 5 laps to go. I think it's definitely top side through turn number 1 and 2. But Brad definitely got the bottom of 3 and 4 to work. Can he figure out what he needs to do as they come out of turn 4? 4 laps to go. Does Brad Allman have anything for our leaders? They head into turn number 1 and 2. Closing the gap. He's going to look low at 3 and 4 once again, side by side for the lead. Tries to get it to stick out. Can't quite do it. He's going to move back up to the top. 3 laps to go. Oh, no. Did I jinx Dobbs? Dobbs is going to get caught up in this one. Let's go take a look and see what happened here. All right. We got to back it up a little bit more. Let's see if we can figure out exactly what. Okay, so Smith is going to get the wall, or Brown's going to get the wall, get in the back of Dobbs. They make contact, still going around. Nick King gets caught up. Man, what a rough one for those guys. Let's see if we can go watch from Nick King's perspective. Nowhere to go. That is unfortunate as the caution flag comes out. All right, so it is going to be a 2-lap shootout here as we got 97 laps in the books. When they take the green flag, it's going to be 2 laps to go. Norwood out front. Let's go take a look at these cars. So Norwood out front, leading the way here tonight with a 2-lap shootout. This should fall into his favor. Where? Okay, so Brad Allman in second, Wesley third, Cody Connor in fourth. Going to be Bobby in that number 77. He's moved his way back up to that 5th position. Brown with a total number 21 back in 6th. Now, Justin, I have a feeling that this is going to be a penalty for Justin again, as he was definitely a big part of that last wreck. Caution flag out once again here tonight, as they get 1 to go this time by. 1 to go to green as they come through turn number 1 and 2. 2-lap shootout here tonight. All right, guys, get up on your feet. Yell at your phone, your TV, or your computer as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag is out as Justin gets on the gas. Brad Allman second, Wesley third, Cody Connor in fourth, and Bobby in fifth. Down the back straightaway, Justin Norwood with a nice little cushion as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, he's going to get that white flag. 1 lap to go for Norwood. Through turn number 1 and 2, he's going to rip the lip on the outside as they come out of turn number 4. Looks like Reeder has some issues. We'll take a look at it after as Norwood comes out of turn number 4. He's going to take the win here tonight. Brad in second, Wesley in third. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Reeder. Oh, Smith gets into him. Smith got into him. What a win by Norwood here as they pull up on the front straightaway. What a race for these guys here tonight. All right. Let's go ahead and go through tonight's results, and then we'll bring in our top 3. Let's see. With the win here tonight. Yeah, good recovery, Scott. Good recovery. It's gonna be Norwood with the win. Josh Burke, thank you for the like. Brad Allman in second. Wesley's gonna get that number 3 spot. Cody Connor in fourth. Bobby gonna get 5th. Justin Brown 6th. Nicholas King in 7th. Look at you, Tyler. You got an 8th place finish. kept those tires under you. Good job here tonight with Josh Smith in 9th. Going to be Joey Reeder in 10th, Scott Dobbs 11th, Jaden in 12th. Tyler, the other Tyler in the number 95, going to finish in that 13th position. Snyder 14th, Brad 15th, and John Osborne in that 16th position. Let's go find that top 3. Let's go. Yeah, you might as well just talk in here now. I said you might as well just talk in here. Oh, Brad just let himself in. Yeah,
we're an admin.
What if I was in here naked getting dressed, Brad?
He'd take pictures. I'm gonna say he'd take pictures. Save him for later.
Man, what a race here tonight! Up and down night for Wesley, getting that number 81. He was quick tonight and ended up on his lid here in the heat race, but able to come up through the field, finishing 3rd in the feature. Wesley, got to be happy with that.
Not really, actually. I really think if we'd stay green that first 50, 60 lap run, I was real good on the bottom, and I was passing people left and right and saving a ton of tire, and I was good there. And then we have that caution. I finally go to the top on lap 62, 65, whatever, and Nick kind of moved up there too, and so I was kind of stuck. Well, the caution comes out, and he chooses the top, which, as he should. That puts me on the bottom, and then I'd already lost 2 or 3 positions by the time I was able to get back up to the top. I think I got into that Tyler guy, the new guy. Sorry about that. But and then from there, we had another double file restart because I'm in 5th at that point. Start on the bottom, lose another position. So it was pretty wild. And then we had to dodge some wrecks there. Norwood and I kind of got stuck together whenever I think Bobby had gotten into Nick at one point, and then we had to dodge that one. And then somebody got into the back of Justin Brown and turned him, and that's when my car got really broke. So big shout out to Cody Connor for running behind me, by the way, running 4th, because he was way faster than me. He could tell my car was broken. I was bouncing off the fence nearly every lap, and he still left me a lot of room. So I really appreciate him. A lot of respect for him with that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, great run here tonight. Always good to see you up there having a good run. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I got to thank all the boys over at XLD Sports. Ancient World Gaming is our biggest sponsor. Next Level Racing or Next Level Gaming, I can never remember which one it is. Bucked Up, Design the Void, SimWrap Market. All the great people on the race car that we have here. Appreciate everything that they do. Congrats to Norwood on the win. Congrats to Brad on 2nd. That was pretty fun to watch from back there with my little broke race car trying to get around the track, them battling for the win. So, I wish I could have done a little bit better, but based on setting quick time and then what happened in the heat race where I ended up on my lid, I'll take a 3rd any day.
Dobbs goes, was Cody blocking for you, Wes?
I don't know if he was blocking for me or not, but I respect the hell out of him for what he did. He had every opportunity to slide me, kill me, do whatever he wanted, and he didn't. So I have mad respect for him on that. He does a hell of a job making these race cars look good. So everybody out there watching should contact All Out Sim Graphics, I think is the name of it, All Out Graphics. He does a hell of a job. Got us looking pretty here, even though I beat the hell out of each race car. He'll put a do-rap on it next week.
Norwood liked that one too.
Yeah.
Brad, man, you had that bottom side digging. There's a couple times where I watched you. Well, we'll talk about the beginning of the race. You were slow by default, I'm sure. You almost went a lap down, then turned it up, and those cautions kind of fell in place, and you saved those tires.
Yeah, I hate racing that way, but the new tire model, you might as well lay back and make sure you got something. As soon as I started seeing a leader come, I started to gas a bit.
Now, I seen you there, that last caution. Well, I've seen you a few times. You had that bottom side roll on a few times you dove it in there. You and Cody were both good for that one. All of a sudden, I see you guys in the screen. Tyler Autry said he's got 38% on the right rear.
That's not a whole lot less than I've got.
Yeah.
Them cautions, the first one I needed, because I needed to catch up to the field, but then after that, I did not need caution to come out, and they'd come out at the wrong time. I had to pass. I had to give up 4 spots on one of them, a couple spots on another one. It sucked, but part of it. So, the bottom was pretty good there. I think I just had more tire than everybody and it was working. But I had to get up there and put a rip on the top.
Well, great run here tonight. Go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors.
Thanks. All Graphics first. He does everything for our cars. Does a lot for the league. 3D Race, Butt Kicker, Major's Garage, House of Speed, Warrior Photos, Finish First Designs. They all are league sponsors. They do really good for everything. Dirt Graphics. Congrats, Justin Win and West finishing third there. It was a fun race. Also, shout out to everybody on green flag. We don't always race that well together, and good tonight.
64 laps green.
Yep.
But by the way, Norwood, while I'm thinking about it, Landon said, "Heck yeah, Justin." But I want to talk to you and him after this, after you're done with your stream too. But
10-4.
But yeah, so great run, Brad. Thanks for coming out. Good show you put on there, and I'm sure all our thoughts and prayers are with Landon after losing his mother on Friday.
Yeah, for sure.
Norwood, what a freaking run here tonight. It got chaotic for a second there. You just kind of happened to peek through all the chaos and slide into third and then take second away.
Yeah, dude, I got lucky. That one time where I was, I think it was, I don't even know. I guess it was Wes, because that's the only reason I know is because he told me that when we were trying to get past them wrecking, and man, I had the wheel locked left, and I was looking at that opening in turn one, and I thought that's where I was going for a minute. But yeah, I appreciate him not, he was trying to unlock as bad as I was. We just couldn't do it.
Helms is saying my pick's Norwood. Freaking Helms.
It's crazy.
Yeah. He's got me cracking up, and Clint's out there too. But yeah, so great run here tonight. You did that tire saving thing. You dropped back, came back up. I gotta ask, about halfway through this thing, you guys are still green, and you're having to turn the heat up a little bit. Were you worried that it was going to go green the whole way, and you might have waited too long? Because I mean, you were 64 laps before we got our first caution.
Well, I kind of started a little bit earlier this time and didn't fall back as far, because I remembered the last time I was worried about that. And honestly, a little bit, but I wasn't too bad concerned, because I was seeing everybody back up to us. And before I even started running fast, I was starting to pass cars that looked like they were, running full blast. But I was listening, how to tell you the leader's times now, and I was, 2-3 tenths faster than the leader when I was riding. And so I got worried a little bit, but I still think we would have been all right tonight, honestly, man. I think it was Brad. I think Brad saved a little more tire than I did, because I think he went back a little further and stayed a little longer than I did. And I think that showed at the end for sure. He was definitely way faster than I was. The top was just strong.
All right, I gotta read Helms. Helms says, ask him if Massey gave him driving lessons.
Of course.
Most sponsor money goes into R&D for Norwood's ride, and mostly sock sponsors.
Yeah.
I love the chat. I always love it when Dobbs is out there. I mean, if he's not wrecking me on the track, he's wrecking everybody else out in the chat. So, I mean, you gotta appreciate Dobbs. No, or Helms. So Dobbs. Oh, Dobbs said most sponsor. I'm getting them.
Okay,
There's too many freaking Scots in a row.
Yeah.
Hold on. Dobbs is the real winner tonight anyway, so I just might as well bring him in. But Norwood, why don't you give a shout out to the friends, sponsors, and family?
Yeah, thanks to everybody at 3D Racing and House of Speed Setup Shop. MDiTV, and the YouTube channel and Facebook streams that I do. Y'all go check them out if you want to. And like you said earlier, thinking about Landon Moody and his family. Landon lost his grandmother Friday. So, and yeah, good race to everybody though. Had fun tonight. Good racing with Wes and Brad there, and pretty much everybody in the field. That was fun.
Yeah, definitely good race. And Landon finally liked the stream about time. Landon, that's another one that likes to wreck me on the track.
And also, thanks to my daughter and my fiance for putting up with it. My daughter was watching earlier. I don't know if she's still watching or not, but Hey, if you are, Mom.
Hey, Dobbs,
Yes, sir.
you only got wrecked once.
Right, and that was kind of my own accord too. So poor Brown, man, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, it got a little chaotic there. I don't know. You guys both kind of got the wall. He got a little bit more, and then he got into you. But that was just crazy, and that's kind of what triggered that reaction. You guys just kind of both close in 3 and 4 there. But you got to be happy with. I figured, look, this is a win for you. The way your year is gone, and not just the season. So look, you got to be happy. You finished 8th. You only had 8X.
Yeah, and 2 of those came under caution. I was doing good until I think it was Colton hit me with the slider after Norbert got by him and put me in the wall. That gave me a 2 and gave me wheel damage, and then he hit me under caution and gave me another 2. So I don't know if he's mad at me or not, but you know.
Colton was struggling a little bit there. He was the one not looking for those cautions that happened late because they definitely got him. He had a good pace going up at State Green. He was looking good.
Yeah, Norwood and I hung back as long as we possibly could, and I was afraid this thing was going to go green start to finish, so I just started following Norwood through, and shout out to the guys because that was 65 laps on a teeny tiny track with cars that seem to have a mind of their own at times, so that was good.
I gotta ask, guys. I mean, like, since I got all you guys in here and you guys are always running, we did the team racing, and it was rough. And here we come. We go into a new season. A lot of our regulars, and man, the racing has been phenomenal. A lot of green flag runs. I mean, what is the difference between this and what the team racing was?
Random unknown drivers entering a team race and doing anything to win.
Yeah, just kind of showing up and doing crazy. Because there's a couple races I just got junked with people who aren't really running for points. Or I guess I don't know. It is what it is with that deal. It's kind of been the same way a little bit here tonight, or not tonight, because tonight pretty much everybody had been here for a while. But there's people, whenever you pay to win just a single race, you get people who think they're just really good at a certain car, and so they show up, and then it gets a little rough too. Yeah,
that definitely makes a difference. But I mean, I have to say the last 3 races have been absolutely. I mean, we've had some wrecks, but it's been a lot different than what the previous 6 weeks. So definitely, I'm sure everybody appreciates it and that is having a lot more fun, except for Justin Brown because he keeps collecting all the penalties.
Yeah. Well, and this group of guys, we've been racing together, the majority of us for several seasons. So we all, I can't tell you how many times I got into somebody tonight and just backed up off the brake and tried to let him go, and most everybody's pretty good about that. So the respect that this group of guys is pretty good.
Yeah, definitely a good group of guys.
And then you have Premier. Who is that? Is that Elite, Wes? Is that who you part of, Wes?
Bro, I don't know at this point. I just get told what I'm doing.
The elite guys that run Premier, they have their 4th place drivers, block for them, so 2 of them get top 3. So
yeah, I have my rap guy out there blocking for me. So Jesus, and he's teammates with Brad over there. I don't think that was the plan. It just he just was real nice to me, not run me over. I was dying. I had 47% right rear left to get the car to turn the last 30 laps after that wreck with Justin Brown. I'm like full throttle on entry just to have any chance with a right rear left.
I couldn't touch it, and my car just wanted to go left after Colton. But it was a good race. I had a blast tonight, guys. All of you.
I'm glad that's a win for everybody. Dobbs finally having fun because he has not had a lot of fun this season, and it has been good. We joke around, but there's certain people that. Like, I'd like to see Autry figure it out and get his tire situation. It was nice to see him have a better run tonight overall. I know he wasn't out front getting all the TV time, but he had a better, I feel like, run tonight in the 54 by sitting there and changing his pace a little bit. We've seen Nick King, he's always nice to see out front once in a while. I mean, Bobby, he was having some bad luck. He comes into this, and now he's leading the points. It's nice to see some guys that have a string of bad luck doing well. And then obviously there's Norwood, who's always up front.
I don't think I had a top 3 the whole team.
I mean, if you think about it, Brad could be hit or miss. He tends to have a little bit more better luck. But I mean, 2 of the 4 people in here have had horrible luck, and we're talking about Dobbs and Wesley, and then Brad will get some once in a while, but he seems to avoid it a little bit more, and then Norwood, rarely does he have any bad luck, and when he does, it just makes it more interesting because he drives back up through the field.
Yeah, and honestly, Brad has quite a bit of bad luck too. I see him in quite a bit of junk. So, and it used to be him and I in the junk. Now it's me and Wes in the junk.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'd really like to not be in the junk.
So
I was in it with Wes last week.
Yeah, last week me and Norwood just
and
getting
Scott.
cut.
Actually, you know what? It was both. I got
It
it.
was-
The regular with both of y'all.
It was that
wasn't
pink
y'all's
car,
fault,
dude.
but-
I could not stand that pink car. I had to get it behind me.
I'll tell you what, freaking sprint cars are like Talladega every race.
Dude, for real.
And when you have a wreck, it's always the big one.
And when you add in tire wear, dear Lord.
I need to try to run those because I haven't done it, and it does feel different since I've
Run more than 20 laps, your right rear just disappears.
It's
Tire
actually
wear
fun.
changes things
It is.
all the way.
Yeah, and look, another one. I mean, he didn't have as good a run, but Josh Smith. I mean, his improvement this season has been phenomenal. I mean, a lot of us, he's been up front a lot in sprint cars, which you don't normally see him up front in, and stuff like that. So I mean, it's definitely cool seeing some of the guys that have struggled a little bit, then have the good races like Dobbs or
Well, it's the
Wesley.
fixed setup. I think that's a big part of it as well. It's fixed setup and that note of kind of equal the playing field for everybody. And it's not, I think the actual talent pool of all of us is really close. I think there's not a lot of difference between first in points and 10th in points or whatever. If you give us all the same race car and all the same, it's going to end up with all of us battling pretty good.
I mean, even if you look at practice or qualifying, you look at the lap times there. I mean, they weren't. You guys were all the way back to 8th before you got to a 10th off.
Well, yeah, I was 2/10 off, so I missed that. I missed that one pretty bad.
Yeah, so I mean, well, 9th. So Snyder was 1/10 off, and everybody. I mean, that is close. I mean, in reality, most people would think that would cause more chaos, but I mean, you got a lot of respect and not as many egos when you take the setup out of it too.
Oh, absolutely. And you can't plan your car for later in the race. Like before, you could plan a setup for later in the race. Now we all have the same race car. We just got to save tires. So, like, I will say this: when I took that EOL last week in the sprint car, which I'm not good in a sprint car by any means, but it was way harder for me to pass people than it normally would be in an open setup race. And same thing tonight. I just went to a different line other than everybody else and was able to roll by people in that first green flag run. It's really tough with fixed setup to even get by folks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, definitely makes a difference. And then the tire wear becomes the equalizer there that helps create passing opportunities. I think so. Tire wear has fixed setup racing 100%. Tire wear has definitely because before it was just single file smashed pass. Now it doesn't have to be that way.
Speaking of tire wears, Brad, what was y'all's right rears?
51.
Yeah, I had 48. So
I was 47.
What was your right front? I'm just curious because I drove mine off the right front for the first half of the race.
Let me tell you, I got a
74.
picture.
Mine's 73. So
86.
Holy shit!
I killed my right front.
Oh,
dude.
wait, hang on.
I'll be honest though.
Yeah.
That
I'm 71.
77.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
okay.
better.
There we go. All
I
right,
was looking
so
at the
I
wrong-
I ran the bottom the whole time, and that's when I was like, I started 11th or 12th or whatever, just rolled the bottom and passed a bunch of people. And like, I did some testing before, like in the practice race and the warm up, or not the warm up, but during the practice and the practice race we had. And somehow the bottom didn't burn as much tires everywhere else. It was the weirdest thing.
It was about half
That-
as
that's-
much for me.
That sucks
Yeah.
because I had a text from somebody saying they just rolled the top and saved tires at Lernerville, so I tried it here and it didn't
Oh
work.
no! So it's not everywhere's different. It's weird. Lima Land's the middle. You want to run the middle at Lima Land. You want to run the top at Lernerville. You run the middle at Eldora, and you run the bottom here.
Yeah, can you put that on paper for me and send that over?
yeah, I need a cheat
Go-
sheet because I'll forget
Go
that.
watch the replay. Go watch the replay. It's weird. But yeah, it's each track is different. I do like a 5 to 10 lap run on each line, just as hard as I can go, and then I'll see which tires left better.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't get much time on here. I spend most of the time watching before I get on here Sunday. So, it's good to run with you guys. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. It's good to see you have some good luck and have a better run. I mean, you had a little bit of bad luck, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't as bad as it's been in the past. Because
Well,
man, you were getting
I
killed.
went 6 to 8, but
Yeah, well, you were getting killed for a while. Every
Yeah.
single race. So
How many people are watching over there, James?
I got 9.
It sounds like we might need to have a podcast.
Yeah, right. Well, I'm sure it's landed. I'm sure Scott's still in there. Helms is in there. Let's see who else. Clint's probably still over here. They're probably both on both of ours. Tyler might still be watching because I know he likes to hear about the tire wear because that's the one thing he's working on. BJ,
yeah, but don't give him any pointers. You know, let him
I
just
got
blow
one
that stuff off.
challenge.
Yeah.
I got a challenge for Tyler next week. I got a challenge for him actually.
Oh, okay.
Wherever you start, whatever, front, back, I want you to find Justin Norwood and move the exact same speed as him until he goes. Just see it
Right.
work.
That's what I did.
Well, so you also have to remember though. This is, I mean, while we're having our podcast now, we got 10 viewers. So while we're having our so-called podcast here, Landon says I'd be up for a podcast. He's watching both, but just because you're following somebody doesn't mean you're saving the same tire, because the driving style plays a role too on how you're entering the corner and driving through the corner. It's
I agree.
not
I just think it would help.
Oh yeah, 100%. Him going out front he was definitely burning off his tires and creating chaos at the end of the race for him.
Yeah, I like the ones that get out front and just run hard. I
Yeah.
like it.
So
Nick
I
King?
compared. I've had this fascination with horse racing as of late, and they have different classifications of horses. So like, there's early horses, there's late horses, there's pressers who just stay kind of in the middle. So like, that's exactly how tire wear has become. It's like in a 100-lapper, you can watch the guys who are at the front usually don't finish at the front in the beginning of the race.
He did. So in all fairness, he did try tonight, but he got some contact. There was a stack up, and he got turned around by the 95.
By the 95, I think that was the 29.
No. He got. It was the two Tylers got together. Tyler.
Oh,
and Tyler.
I got one of them.
I don't know. Yeah, you definitely you had some contact, but I mean.
So you took part in the Tyler abuse. Good job, Dobbs.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't catch Wes, so I had to find somebody.
Look, Dobbs is out there on redemption. He's paying back all the contact that everybody. And if you happen to be a victim, sorry about your luck. Okay.
End of the day, I just want, like, I don't care if I run 5th, 6th. If it's a good race, that's fine with me. But I want all of us. I want to help people. So that's why, Tyler, I'm just messing with you with that deal. Like that, I think that would just help you. I'm still not good at tire wear. I can tell you that. I mean, obviously, I had less tire wear than Brad, or I had more tire wear than Brad and Norwood. I was driving a broke race car, but it's different for everybody.
Well, I will say this: if Tyler doesn't watch Norwood's podcast, he should, because you're going to learn a lot watching that. You see all the throttle positions, everything. You see his line.
Yeah.
Very educational.
Yeah, no, Norwood's great in watching that foot action if you don't get distracted by the socks too. Always works. Oh, we really do need to get him a sock sponsor.
I can work on that.
We can get one sock that says Helms and one that says Dobbs. Neither one of them ever touched the brake.
Well, I was going to say, you better put me on a brake, because I'm normally upside down trying to keep my wheels from spinning.
So Tyler, it's just go look up on it's Justin Norwood Esports, right, on Facebook or YouTube.
Sim Sports, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Justin Norwood Sim Sports.
Yeah, Sim Sports. That's right.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn how to get into wrecks, you watch me. No, I'm kidding. I don't stream.
Yeah.
Look, now we got the podcast going because Tyler's up here. He's trying to figure out that tire wear.
But look, Tyler, every race is 15 laps, man. Just go.
Never listen to Dobbs. You see where that ends up.
I seen Ravi or whoever, the 77, whoever that is. I seen him at the start, and I was like, I'm gonna follow him. I'm just driving. I'm like, how did he end up in my rear view? I was behind him. So then the 4 showed up. He passes me. I'm gonna follow him, and then I got spun. And I never seen the 4 car again.
Yeah, I seen you go around. It just looked like a little bit of a stack up. Bobby was quick tonight again, and Bobby's been. I don't know. It feels like Bobby's hit his zone here lately because he's been fast in everything, at every track. We were talking about that a little bit earlier, Brad.
He's consistent. that's his biggest deal is trying to be consistent. And he's my teammate at Excel, but it's just his deal is Nick had burned up his tires pretty good running up front, I think, and so he got in there a little hot, and it kind of came to a little bit of a stop. Which we're all on the top, so that happens. We all got bunched up. We had 2 or 3 wrecks that way with whatever happened with Justin, the guy behind him, and then Bobby
damn.
getting there. It's
I'm
really
watching
hard.
that. My bad.
I'd
No,
like
you're good. It's really hard when it gets like that, and so like he still was able to get back up toward the front. I think he finished 6th.
I'd like to see Nick actually get in and start working on the tire wear, because Nick's always had some. He's always been kind of that on the fringe driver, and it seems like he's found a little something with the update, but he hasn't figured out the tire wear. I mean,
It's tough. I mean, I would say I haven't completely figured it out. There's still times like I fully expected, based on those last 20, 30 laps of me, the way I had to drive my car, Norwood and Brad would have way more tire left than me, and they had a little bit more, but it wasn't a bunch more. So, go back and, go back to the drawing board and see what happens next.
Go ahead.
I do miss the tire wear because I was always up front with Wes and running good.
And then running me over, or me running him over.
Hey, but it was up front,
It was, and then we'd go to the back and we'd do it again.
Yep.
It's all good.
John Osborne said he's lost with the tire wear too. I think the biggest key is keeping I think that the modified drivers have figured out a lot, the big block modified drivers, because you're so used to keeping those cars straight anyway. And I think that's the key to the new tire model, is not too much throttle to coming out of the corner and keeping the wheels straighter instead of trying to slide the car through the corners. But you got the fine line of wearing out that right front too, if you're too straight.
Going upside down in turn 1, I did that in a heat race.
Yeah. You kind of slid that back on, and I think
whoever built our setup had the lifter in the air.
I think Brad helped finish you off on that one.
I was trying to run in the middle.
Yeah.
You were trying to come up into the middle.
Well, because I couldn't turn.
Yeah.
You couldn't turn. Well, you bottom already. And then the left rear was just like, hey, we're going flying. And then you hit me, and I really went flying. I was like, oh.
Actually, that wasn't hit you. Is that your quarter panel got caught in his door, and that's about all it took.
You kind of backed it into him.
Oh, yeah, I know. I couldn't turn. And then the left rear was already off the ground, so it's not like I could hit the brakes, because if I'd done anything, it was a bit more. So it was a lot of ground, air, or ground, sky, ground, sky, ground, sky. And then I tried to go to the top after that in the heat race, the last couple laps of it, and it was not there yet. Like the second heat race, I was like, well.
John goes, that right front brake working a little too much.
No, and I checked that because I thought it was connected, but that thing is not on. So
it's just how they drive now. Like they all do. Like if you try to bring your car, even my fixed setup I built, or not my fixed, my open setup I built, like if you try to bring it to a stop at all and hit the brakes, it's still gonna flip over.
That's nuts.
Yeah, they're kind of like, I live in big block modified country. I live in central New York, so as big block modified country as you get in the country, because super dirt cars start at 25 minutes from my house. But these cars the chassis are a little bit different, so they're almost a little more twisted, I think, like the way they're shaped, or they're softer, so they flex more. I don't know what it is.
Did y'all look at the spring rate of this fixed setup, by the way? It was 600s in the front and like 200s in the back. Did y'all look at that?
No, I didn't.
So you were running squatters.
Apparently.
Carolina squat.
We were 600s on both left and right front springs and 200 and somethings on the back.
With that setting,
God.
how is that left rear elevating?
Because the right rear was perched up higher. So the left rear was like deeper down. You know what I mean? It's traveling more. So it kept coming up.
Ah.
Because we would try to drive off the right front. And like when the car's set like that, with the right rear being a little bit harder spring rate than the left rear is just like, all right, we're getting up in the air.
Yeah, I did it in practice. I just rolled by myself out there. Norwood about did it in his heat too. On lap
I'm glad
2 or
Joey
3,
Reeder's
he got
alive,
up.
my good teammate there, because he took a flip in that practice race from the setup doing that. He might have flipped 7 times. I don't know.
And so
Normal person did.
and so did the 95 other Tyler, the ER Tyler. He did the same thing. He got into turn 1, lap 1, and just rolled it. It It was wild.
And there's nothing you could do. You couldn't drive it in hard, it would flip. You drive it in soft, it would flip. I'm just like, all right, well.
The biggest thing that Josh was saying was if you applied the brake, you were going for a ride.
Oh yeah.
So don't overdrive it in turn one, because if you had to hit the brake to keep from hitting somebody, you were probably going rolling.
But the fact the front end wouldn't like rotate at all, like it wouldn't roll over because they're both 600 spring rates, also didn't help with trying to turn into a corner.
Yeah,
If you didn't drive it in hard, it was tighter than shit.
But I will say it looked a lot better as the track slickened out.
Oh, it was absolutely a million times better.
So,
also, the fuel didn't help.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know that whenever you put the fuel, especially in any of the modifieds, and you fill it all the way up, sometimes they're kind of wonky.
Yeah, well, there's enough fuel in there to do 160 laps.
Okay. Yeah, because these things are underpowered.
Well, they've still got like 800 horses. The UMP, I mean, yeah, they're less than a super, but really a lot of the UMPs run not far off a super motor. I'm in IMCA country in Arkansas. And by God, we got 400 and whatever horsepower motors. Whole different world. So
funny story. Since we're podcasting it, I guess right now. Back in, I think it was June, we got a little bit of rain before a race, and so there was a ton of moisture in the track. What these cars wanted to do in 1 and 2, the 358s did in 3 and 4 at the track that I work at on Saturday nights. They freaking, there was 2 cars that bicycled into turn 3 and 4, and 1 car did end up on its roof. So I mean, it does happen like that in real life sometimes.
Oh yeah, I've seen some late models take off on a right rear. Like they
but I've never seen it modified on a 13-inch tire or 8-inch tire do that.
No, I've never seen that either. Well, I've seen one time. You can find it on YouTube. It's a USMTS Heat of the Night at my home racetrack, Kokomo Speedway, and a guy goes into turn 1, and the car rotates over to the right rear, and the whole thing just like barrel roll twists in the air. It's mind blowing. The guy was okay. He's still doing okay now.
I could see it more in the big blocks because they have wider tires.
Yeah,
and they got those monster tires. But these things, they're relatively narrow tires, and you'd think they'd slide before they'd grip and roll.
Yeah, you think it would like drag, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It like tries to and just pops right over.
Yeah.
It's just one of those. I need to be going to bed here in a second, but y'all need to watch on Flow Racing this week. The Topless 100 this week, Batesville Motor Speedway. We're making up our feature with the Comp Cam series on Thursday. I think they're going to stream it. And then Friday and Saturday, Lucas Oil Series, 5,000 win Friday, 50K to win on Saturday.
Sweet, Wes.
Nice. Good luck.
All to get in.
All right, well.
No, I don't make no money.
Yeah, good win, Norwood. Good race,
good
guys.
win.
That was a very good clean race.
Yeah, it was definitely fun, guys. It was definitely fun.
Later.
Norwood, I'll come over and see you in a little bit here.
Man, I'm fixing to hop off. I'm gonna go to bed. What?
Well, let me finish the stream and then I'll talk to you. That's all.
All right.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming out. We're going to go ahead and close the stream. Thanks for hanging out for the quote-unquote podcast ending. And as always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.